been a little while. I forgot to record a video on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And now we're Monday. I have nothing really new to say, just that I am excited and reaffirmed with I was watching a video by a guy named Morgan who owns Dillion Digital Marketing, which is an SEO agency. He's a British guy. But anyway, so he was talking about, he made a video today actually called 9 Things something to help with business. I've just been following him. It's become more addicting to follow him as he's become successful, because he was hovering at like 9 clients for what felt like a long time, and then all of a sudden he had 20 and he was making multi-6 figures and he moved out and all this stuff all at once. And I was like, oh shoot. I was like, all of a sudden I was like, go man, go, to like, I'm so jealous. But anyways, I mean, I'm like good on him. I'm jealous of the fact that I'm not doing the thing I love. I wish I could be doing the thing that I love, which is business. But anyways, I think it was point number 4 or 5 of his video, he talked about this slog that he had where and it was like, it rang so true, where first of all, he had like 3 clients. One was like a referral, one was a cold email, the other was a cold call over and then he just sort of held those clients for like multiple weeks and I think months, he said. And he said he just felt like an absolute fraud because there was nothing he did. He got those clients by accident. It was not at all what he did. That is the same with me. So I made a video about how I did my first sales call, and then I signed my first client. And when I say sign, I mean like I got a customer. But it was a referral from ages ago, and it was a previous user of the stuff who just wanted to like redo it. But we had like hiked up the price substantially, and he was just like, okay. And I was like, yes! Even though it's not the full price, it was like a referral, it was a old user price. And I was like, I did it, I made my first sale, and I was like super excited, and then I was like, I know for a fact that like I'm a fraud. This has no bearing, like I've built nothing that acquires customers. It was just a fluke, which I get these people, every now and then they'll just be referred, they'll come back or refer someone else. Anyways, so it's like, they don't even count, I don't even want them, but it's the invisible hand is what Mosey says, that like pulls you in the positive direction. So I'm not going to discount that. But anyways, he said that he felt like a fraud, aka I also feel like a fraud, and that it took 3 to 4 months of just hammering down a single channel for customer acquisition, and that was cold calling, where he basically like couldn't figure it out. And the moment, this rang so true to me, the moment he got his first click to close, he calls it, like they clicked the funnel, even though he was cold calling, and they went through everything until he got them he signed them. He's like, once that process happened, all of the pieces involved, once that single process happened, he was like, it's game on. And like, that is so true. It feels like I'm building something that like, the moment I build it and it's like built, I am just gonna like use it. I don't know, I like a ray gun or something, and I'm like blowing past rocks, and I'm able to just like sprint through a valley rather than having to climb everything. It is so true, because once you know it officially worked for one person, it's just a volume game. I feel like every video I make is just talking about this, but like that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in that 3 to 4 month period where I'm just iterating the cold sales DM process. And it's so true. You can make 7-figure, 8-figure businesses off of cold DMs. 100%. 6 figures at least. That's just one acquisition channel. And so that is the one thing I'm going to optimize for. And then until that's reliable and self-done, then I move on to the next thing. But it's like, until that happens, it reassured me that I could go down 1,000 different rabbit holes and routes and affiliate marketing and all this stuff. And it's like, no, just focus on nailing, spend your 3 to 4 months, at the very least, spend 3 to 4 months on that single channel. And once you have, once it happens, because if you spend 4 months doing 12 hours a day on that one thing, you will probably figure out something that is reliable. I'm making an assumption, but the likelihood is much higher. So that's where I'm at. And I know for a fact, once I get my first sale, it is off to the races. Like, it is game on. As much volume as humanly possible. Break your back. Destroy your skull. Slice your cheeks. Just get in there. And so that is exciting to me. Like, that moment, that switch, like the first time it happens, I won't be able to sleep for weeks. Not that I sleep very much at all, but it'll be so hard to sleep knowing that I succeeded. It reminds me of in National Treasure, the main character talks about how he makes some allusion to Thomas Edison, and how Thomas Edison, once he made the light bulb, he said, I've learned how, 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. And what I love about that is the game of business. Like, I can see it in if I'm using my hockey future site, I see that is it. Like, it's 1,000 ways not to do a cold DM funnel. But once you have it, that's it. You dust your hands. I mean, you iterate and add percentages, your little golden BBs in addition to, but that's basically it. You've now created, you have customer acquisition. It's check that box. Now it's on to sales pros. Well, I'm talking about one specific section, because then you would have to go into sales and make sure that the conversion rates were good. But maybe I'm talking about the whole thing subtly. I don't know. That's just such an exciting thought. So yeah, in a real way, something like the light bulb went through a same iterative process, and it changed everything. And it's is that not worth 4 months of your life? Just in the trenches, in the breach, breaking your back? To me, that's worth it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I just finished today. Almost finished. I'm 80% done with the new landing page funnel that I had referenced in a previous video. And I'll be honest, it looks great. It looks, as Dave Ramsey would say, now it has sex appeal. Because I'm excited to see how it converts, because it is substantially better than anything that we have done remotely funnel-wise, ever in the history of the company. And yeah, I'm pretty hyped to see what it yields. I took a lot of inspiration from Iman Gadji's educate.io funnel. I just looked at that, because I was he's probably spent so much time on his, because he mainly just does a ClickFunnels funnel. And so I just copied that, the bones of it. And yeah, it's the mock-ups look nice, the information is simple. I'm very excited. This feels like I'm doing a shotgun of 20 golden BBs at once. Getting the email very simplified. I had one person who's I didn't do the email because I couldn't understand the email. And I was oh, dang, that's wild. That this simple email was too complex. And that's excellent information to know. So it's boom, drop it right back. 3rd grade reading level, 3 to 4 lines maximum. have a giant link saying click here, please click here. So yeah, I'm excited. In a couple of days it'll probably be all ready to go, and then just reach out to people, see what happens.